Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. And I am the Gingerbread Man, and this is Steady Serv'n Sports, ENT, an extension, a Simply Ball Dropping podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? Today, we are going to cover Tania Latson. Yeah, is Dawn Staley willing to let Tania Latson be Tania Latson to help the Gamecocks? More after these messages.
Yeah, them my own. You see
Will Dawn Staley let Tania be Tania? That is the question for everyone after seeing the last game that was played. And everyone had questions that wanted to have, the answers for it. And only Dawn Staley can answer those type of questions. But we know that Tania Latson and also Raven Johnson is in their year to go into the WNBA and also into the draft. So by Tania Latson transferring, getting into the portal from Florida, and knowing what she was to Florida, of course, that leading scorer, of course, of the whole entire NCAA last year, would Dawn Staley allow Tania Latson to bring all of that effort, the way that she plays, how she plays, the effort that she brings over to the Gamecocks? We've seen over a few games, yes, it looked good, but we want to see Tania Latson be Tania Latson. And we're all encouraged in knowing how Tania Latson plays, that she surely would be fine. But more after these messages. Let me tell you about the simplest way to get you in some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, and win some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry. Get every pick right and win some much-needed cash. Use promo code SteadyServ and receive $1,000 bonus in cash. Now that it's football season, follow Steady Serv'n ENT as I share my picks. Pick players, choose the amount, win money, make picks, win cash. Thanks, Underdog Fantasy, for your partnership with us, and thank you for using the promo code SteadyServ'n on Underdog Fantasy. Here's an article that was written by Eric Numchak. It says, in 2026 WNBA Draft Watch, Tania Latson aims even higher with South Carolina. He goes into saying about the South Carolina Gamecocks into 2025 in a unfamiliar position. Last April, the Gamecocks made it to the national championship game, but for the first time under head coach Dawn Staley, came up short, losing to the UConn Huskies. Coming into a second place isn't something Staley's South Carolina program is used to. And being the reigning NCAA tournament runner-up comes with its own pressure. The Gamecocks will not only be expected to uphold the usual standard of excellence, but also the average last season's loss. In typical Staley fashion, South Carolina was active in upgrading the roster via the transfer portal, successful selling to the program's strong record of players development to one of the country's most talented guards, Tania Latson, who had recently led Division I in scoring for Florida State's Seminoles, was looking for a new challenge, a place to grow, and an opportunity to contend for a national championship. All these things that South Carolina could offer her. Of course, Let's go more into the article. Latson built upon those numbers as a sophomore, averaging 21.4 points and 4.1 assists per game. As a junior, she was even more productive, posting averaging 25.2 points, 4.6 assists, and 2.2 steals per game. And she was named the second team All-American by the USBWA as an associate press. Latson also earned an All ACC first team honors for the third season in a row. Entering her senior season, Latson is a watch list for several national awards, including the Neesman Trophy, Wade Trophy, and Ann Myers Drysdale Award. She was also named the preseason All-American first team by the AP and was voted to preseason All-SEC first team by conference coaches. Latson's outproved she's more than just a scorer for a player who has led the country in scoring, been named All-American, and seemed to sorry guys. The second computer is doing a thing. Okay. For a player of Latson who has led the country in scoring, been named All-American, seen destined to WNBA success since her very first NCAA game, how much can there be left proved at the collegiate level? According to Latson herself, quite a bit. She'll be the first to admit that in spite of her greater scoring numbers at Florida State, she wasn't the most well-rounded player. And that's something she hopes to change at South Carolina. My first 2 years, I did not take the weight of the room serious. Latson told Sports Illustrated. She also admitted that she would take reps off and on defense. She made the decision potentially because of the energy she was expending on offense, but also because as the Simonians' unquestioned star, she could afford to cost a bit more than her teammates. Latson knows that won't fly in South Carolina, but that's part of why she transferred here. She wants Staley to challenge her, and the Hall of Famer has been happy to oblige, employing Latson to defend more with her body than her hands. Thanks to a newfound commitment to weights and conditioning, Latson has had no problem making the adjustments. She picks up on things quickly. Raves Staley. We're getting a seasoned senior. It's the leadership that Stanley will be counting on from Latson. As an incoming senior, she will have much time. She won't have much time to gel with the players who have already been there. And while she's undoubtedly be the Gamecocks' primarily offense option, she'll also be expected to use her own ball creation skills to get her teammates open, which is something Stanley refers to as Latson's other superpower. Latson's first superpower is, of course, scoring. Scoring the basketball. In the phase of the game, she's without peer. She's both explosive and shifty. The dribble, making it almost impossible to keep her out of the paint, and her array of offhand finishes, pull-ups, jumpers, and difficult fadeaway shots is as complete a scoring package as she sees in college basketball. There's no area on the court where Latson isn't dangerous, and she's proven time and time again the ability to single-handedly carry a team, even when she's the focus of every opponent's game plan. Now, we have to understand that Dawn Staley has been made a mother to all of these girls that is in her care. But not only is she the mother, she's absolutely the coach that they need in their lives. Ta'Niya Latson actually is one of the most talked about young players that's in the NCAA going into the draft, and they project her to go to Chicago. That's what the projection on the mock drafts. We'll get into that show later, but definitely, hey, we'll take her in Chicago, because guess what? Ta'Niya Latson will add to what Angel brings already to the table. And listen, what a beautiful onslaught that Angel and Camilla will get. A slasher, one who will go to the basket, and that missing part that Kennedy Carter brought to the table. Ta'Niya Latson is that type of player that can add to the offense of the Chicago Sky. And I just can't wait for this young lady to go ahead and graduate so that we can get the pieces that's well needed here in Chicago. But more, you can leave me here at the end of this video any comments that you want. But what I will say, keep the main thing the main thing. Let me know what you think, because I could be wrong or see it my way. But everybody got an opinion here. Listen, always like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button. If you do me a favor, turn on all your notifications, so when the next time that I come and drop another banger, you will be notified and you can come on and pull up on me. Yeah. So at the end of the day got to end. And as always, the end of the day, I land and end with another banger. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. And thank you for coming.
I'm a young kid getting money, baby. All my youngest screaming, fuck you.